How'd you feel about the way things went on Saturday? How'd you feel getting that first WNBA game under your belt?
Yeah, I mean, it was super fun, very competitive, very high intensity, but I was just glad to be out there.
Does it kind of help having played the college game so recently? Does that kind of help you get up to speed a little bit faster than you would have otherwise?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we ended the season about 2-3 weeks ago, but I think it was a smooth transition.
What has this month been like for you and your class? Because it's so quick to go from the tournament stuff to the draft and then rookie season all within a matter of weeks.
Yeah, it's been a lot. I mean, I'm still in school. I'm still doing like exams and stuff. But hopefully it's the last week. But like I said, it's just been long days and long nights for sure.
What classes do you still have?
Just like my major classes, like I have an exam tomorrow and then like a couple papers due.
So do you like finish practice, go back home, get some homework done, and then?
Yeah, I don't really leave here till like 7-ish, and then I go home and do some work until I fall asleep. But it's definitely a long night.
What stood out to you about the playing style and the speed at which this team's trying to play? I mean, you guys did for the first time.
Yeah, I think we want to play fast. I mean, our goal is to play in transition and really be a defensive team. And I think we started that on Saturday, and it just shows how much we can improve on that.
How do you feel like you got out of playing against other opponents that are not in this building every single day?
That's a good question. I mean, I think just being able to play around people that love this sport is an advantage, I guess. I mean, everybody in this league is super talented, and I'm just thankful to be a part of that.
How has it been trying to learn scheme, get up to speed on how the people want to run things?
Yeah, that's been a little challenging, honestly. I think just like the mental aspect of it has been challenging, but I have great vets. I have, along with my rookies, I have a pretty solid group here, so I'm learning every single day, and they're helping me through that.
Does it help having that developmental contract in place? Does that kind of, alleviate a little bit of the pressure on you as you try and find your way with things?
Honestly, not as much as you probably think. My goal is still to make a 12-player roster, but again, I'm super thankful that I'm even considered to be on that contract. But again, the main goal is to be able to come to the 12 spot.
Great to play on Saturday. Just how are you feeling in that return to play regimen?
Yeah, feeling great. I mean, we're just doing what we got to do to get back in full swing. But yeah, I'm feeling great.
Do you think you would have played in a regular season game?
Yeah.
What did you see from the bench that you liked before you guys did?
Yeah, I thought our pace was pretty good. Getting up and down the floor, getting up a good amount of threes. I think obviously on defense end, still some actions that we got to clean up because New York does a great job of that guard-to-guard action, post-to-post action. But I mean, I think our pace was really great.
What stood out to you about the depth, getting 62 points on your bench?
I mean, that's great. That's awesome. I think everyone really found their spots on the floor. They took every shot with confidence, so it was great to see the ball go through the hoop.
Steph was talking post-game about how you guys are a different team once Caitlin's out on the floor. How were you able to see that sitting on the bench in that game?
Yeah, I think the pace changed a little bit, but at the same time, honestly, I think we played pretty fast, and that's how we want to play. Most of our possessions were in transition, which is great. I think defensively, once again, everyone's up in the ball, and so it's pretty great, yeah.
Damaris is obviously back this week. What does it mean to have her, for depth for you and just have her with the team?
It's great. I mean, we know what Didi does. She stretches the floor really well, and there's nothing better than having a post player that shoots the ball as well as she does. And so we're excited that she's back and we're ready to rock and roll.
Aliyah, how's your perspective, what you individually need before a season changed over the last couple of years as you've become close to that?
I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about. I mean, for me, I think it's just continue to do what I do best, be consistent, continue to work on my game, improve that in all different aspects, but also be able to communicate. I think being able to play in the system 1 year already, just being able to help everyone else adjust to that is my job.
Yeah, going off that, just how nice is a year two under Steph? It feels like there's not a lot of learning curve that goes into that. How much easier does that make it?
I mean, it's great. I think it allows me to help other people, pour into them, allow them to figure out how we want to play, what we want to do, and so that we can speed it up.
Raven was able to show what she can do on the floor too. How awesome was that to see?
It's great. I'm so proud of her. I think Raven shows up every single day and she's ready to work and she's ready to win. And so her being able to go out there and play free and do what she does, great to see.
What kind of skill set does she bring that maybe you guys were needing or she can help fill and elevate this team?
I think her ability, one, to defend on ball and to defend anyone on the floor, but also her ability to push the pace. I think we know that C loves to push the pace, and being able to have Raven in there pushing it the exact same way, I think is just going to be really great for our team.
The game on Saturday, I know a lot's been talked about with defense specifically. Just what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought we did a lot of really good things. I liked our energy, I liked our effort, I liked our ability to answer runs, our physicality. I liked how we played with pace and our depth. I mean, I felt like we did a lot of really good things. I mean, the word of the day today is going to be details. You know, there were so many more opportunities that we would have had on both ends of the floor. You know, when we have a heightened attention to detail. So we're just going to clean some of that up and continue to grow.
Dee Dee's back today. Obviously, just how excited are you to bring her into the fold?
I'm really excited. I mean, you know, Dee Dee had a great offseason. She's been playing great. She looks great. I heard that yesterday she shot lights out. So excited to get her back on the floor. I mean, she gives us a different kind of look from the post position and ready to get her integrated with this group.
How will film against another team change your practice?
Yeah, I mean, it'll give us a good opportunity to look at those attention to detail moments. You know, I think we do a good job against each other because of our physicality on the defensive end of making it really difficult. And while we can do that, we want to continue to do that. But just seeing an opponent, seeing somebody else, seeing where we missed opportunities, seeing some of the things that we did really well. I thought our young guys came in and just played fearless and kept the ball moving. You know, seeing areas that we can really start to accentuate. And the more that we play together and the more that we start to see those things and get out on the floor and our chemistry comes together, you know, the better we'll continue to be.
What about the strength that she had at South Carolina, but what impressed you about Raven in her first minutes?
Well, I mean, certainly we knew about her defensive prowess. I mean, I thought that there were positions that she got into that most people, when they got beat, wouldn't have been able to recover from, and she was able to do that. I think you see a couple of those blocks that she had. I loved how she kicked the ball ahead. I mean, her ability to play in transition and look for our kick aheads was huge, and that's what we want. We want to be able to pass the ball ahead and we want to be able to play out of that. So I thought she looked really good. She looked very comfortable, and I was happy to see that.
Given the pace you're trying to play with, how comfortable were you with the minimal turnovers that you had? Also considering all the newness with these players.
I was really impressed. Really pleased with that. You know, we want to try to stay under 12 all the time. I thought, again, with everybody that was out there and playing with different combinations, playing against a different opponent for the first time, I think we played in transition about half the time, about half of possessions in the ballgame, and so I thought we did a really good job of taking care of it and making the right reads and the right play.
Ty Harris, do you have updates on her status and how she's coming along?
She's still in her return to play protocol. She's still progressing, and after last week, we'll take another step this week. We'll take it slow, make sure that we're doing right by Ty and making sure that we don't have any regression.
You talked about how Caitlin is guarded different in World Cup action versus the W. So how does another game coming up this Thursday help you guys get her feet under her and get you guys ready for it?
Yeah, I think it helps a lot. You know, we just saw it on the film. I mean, the teams are going to guard her 94 feet. They're going to try to take away her touches. They're going to try to make everything difficult. You know, we have to do a good job of finding ways that we can get her high percentage looks to where she's not always having to make the tough shots. And that's getting more comfortable with one another. It's getting her a little bit more comfortable in off-ball actions. And getting us playing and the ball moving. And pace isn't just how fast we run up and down the floor. It's how quickly the ball is moving side to side into paint touches and out. And the more we get into playing with that pace in the quarter court, and the more we get teams in rotation, I think the higher percentage looks she'll end up playing.
You have those three-point threats and they're going down at the rate like you saw in the game. How does that change the dynamic also inside both the rim attacks and playing?
I think it changes a lot. You know, I think we missed opportunities for hard dives to the rim out of our ball screens. We had the space to operate. Look, New York is a long team, and they have even longer players that didn't play in that ball game. But when we can space the floor the way that we want, and then we can get rim attacks or cuts to the rim, and then we force collapses, then it's going to open up our sprays even more. We got to maintain that attention to detail in our spacing. Our timing on offense will get a little bit better in our cuts and our screens. And I think you'll see even more rhythm and flow. And hopefully this week we'll continue to take small steps in advancing in that area.